So, guys, first of all, how are you guys doing? How are you feeling today? My nose is probably. It's carrying a lot of nations right now, and you can tell I'm very puffy. It's just not it right now, but there's nothing I can do about it. I don't know. I feel like a lot of people have been telling me I'm kind of giving boy. Like anyone who sees me is like, "You look like you're carrying a boy." I don't even know if it's like how my stomach is looking, but I'm getting a lot of that comments, guys. Based on my face alone, do you think it's giving boy? Like, we know I'm carrying a boy, but do you think my face gives boy? And if you didn't know I'm carrying a boy, it's a boy. And I don't even know, like, how do people even do that thing? Like, they be saying, like, the shape of your stomach, your face looking a certain way, this, that. It kind of tells you the gender of the baby, but I don't know how people would be saying that for my baby. The one I keep hearing, or the thing that people keep saying, is that if you're carrying a boy kind of allows you to be beautiful, and a girl kind of takes all your beauty away from you. Okay, let me not lie. For a pregnant person, and based on guys, have you seen those TikTok videos where it's like, hey, this is what I look like before I got pregnant, and then after?
I ain't gonna lie, me too. When I went on her page and seen her pictures, I said, "Oh, jump scare."
I don't feel like I'm giving that. So, okay, fine. If the case is a boy allows you to be beautiful, I would say, okay, I would agree that it looks like I'm carrying a boy. And apparently, they say that a boy makes your nose huge. And yeah, there's no disputing the size of my nose right now. Like you can see it from Kasane. So, ish.
A few moments later.
I ain't gonna lie, me too. When I went on her page and seen her pictures, I said, "Oh, jump scare."
Besides that, is there anything else up here that may tell you that I'm carrying a boy? Let me know in the comments. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Or if you're new to my channel, welcome to my channel. My name is Aisha Sibanda Aisha, and today, it's always a mouthful. And today I want to give you guys like a bit of a life update slash kind of like a second trimester rundown, just to tell you guys how things have been since the surgery. And also, today I am 28 weeks pregnant. That means that this is the first day of my third trimester. I gave you guys a video about the first trimester, and I told you guys I would give you a video at the end of my second trimester to give you guys insight on how the second trimester went. But I also feel like I had a very unique second trimester. So let's talk about it. Let's get into it. And if you're interested in that, please give this video a big thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. As you may know, and if you don't know, I had abdominal surgery a few weeks ago to basically remove my right ovary, because basically what had happened was my ovary kind of like died, and it was causing me extreme amounts of pain, and it was kind of like decaying, because when they took it out they said it was like kind of purple, and yeah, I was basically done, you know what I mean? And yeah, basically what I had, like, it needed immediate surgery, or we don't even want to think of the or, it needed immediate surgery, period. Yeah, I've been living with one ovary for like, I'm saying that as if they took off my leg, but guys, I feel like these organs, your uterus especially, is stuff that it really kind of can mess with you psychologically, and that's something I wanted to talk about. So yeah, just forgive me. And also guys, when I was telling you guys about the ovary situation in my last video, if you saw that video, guys, you could see how much the situation affected me. Like, if you watched that video, and if you haven't, I would recommend you watch it after watching this one. It really affected me having that happen to me and having my ovary removed. And yeah, there was also a possibility I could have had a miscarriage. It was a lot for one person to take while trying to bring in new life. So, hey guys, if you see a pregnant woman, just give her a hug. It's not easy at all. Not just random pregnant women on the road. Obviously, people you know, but just give pregnant women their flowers. Let them sit down in public transport, guys. It's genuinely like the hardest thing ever. You know what I mean? It just really makes you appreciate your mother more when you realize how difficult pregnancy can be. You know what I mean? But anyways, so since the surgery, guys, I have been feeling amazing. Like, I've been feeling so good. The first week after the surgery was quite difficult. I was in the hospital. I was in Marina from I had the surgery on a Monday, and I was discharged from Marina on a Friday. So I stayed in the hospital for like 3-4 days. post-op. And yeah, that first week was difficult because I had to like stand less than 48 hours after the surgery, because they were saying that if you don't stand, there's a possibility you could get blood clots and all this stuff. So I had to stand, and guys, it was so difficult and so painful. So they gave me all these pain meds every day. They would give me this injection, and they would give me like this pain medicine that went where the sun don't shine. I'm not gonna get into specifics. And they would give me like a drip of like paracetamol, and there was another drip they would give me was tramadol, I think. I don't even know what that one was called. But I was under so much pain medication, and guys, the anesthesia took some time to wear off. It was a lot. It was really a lot that week. But after I left the hospital and I was finally able to come home, guys, I thought that, because the thing about me, I feel like if I'm taking pain medication and I'm pregnant, I'm kind of like hurting my baby. I just don't like taking medicine while pregnant. You know what I mean? I don't like it at all. I just want to let my body grow this baby the way it knows how. The only thing I like to take is my pregnancy supplements, and that's it. So I thought, hear this out, ne? I thought, being the big, girl I am, me with my high pain tolerance, I'm gonna come home and I'm gonna get off, because they prescribed pain medication for me. They prescribed paracetamol and that trauma, what, and they said I should take them for like at least the next week or two. And I'm like, nah. So I had the medicine, but I decided not to take it, eh? Guys, did I not wake up at 3 a.m. trying to go pee? And I'm standing here, like by the, like trying to get to the door, and I can't even walk. I'm standing there and I'm like, I can't even move. To the point where my mom was sleeping here. Aziz was sleeping in the next room. And my mom like I woke her up because I could not move. I was in so much pain, and my uterus was just cramped on the side I had the surgery. And I'm like, Mama. And she's like, what? And then she wakes up and she's like, are you okay? I'm like, I need to pee, but I can't go to the bathroom. She's like, okay, I'll bring you a bucket. So she brings me a bucket to pee, and I'm like, ish. And I had to pee in that bucket for like 2 or 3 days, because every night I would wake up with the same pain. And yeah, but we are past that now. We are no longer peeing in buckets. We wake up, we go to the bathroom like, normal. And I don't need the pain medicine anymore. But the funny thing about me is I would wait for the pain before taking the pain medicine. So after taking the medicine and like peeing in the bucket, I would have to like sit for like at least like 30 minutes to an hour for like the pain to go down. And then that's when I'd be able to sleep. But it is what it is. We made it past that. And also, walking was very difficult, Shem. Like walking long distances, I could not. When I first came home, I had the bright idea that me and Aziz should walk to like the other end of the street, because I love taking my dog on walks, right? Yeah, I couldn't make it, Shem. I could not make it. I made it like 4 houses down the line, and then I'm like, I'm going home. So he ended up walking the dogs by himself, and I got the key and I came home. But now I can actually walk a reasonable distance. Like I can walk, I can go out, I can do different things. It's been like, what's the date today? Today is the 15th of April. I think I had the surgery end of March, right? But it's been like 3 weeks, and honestly, the improvement in my quality of life has been so drastic. Like just seeing how much having that ovary inside my body physically made me unable to do, guys. I feel like truly in my second trimester I have not been living in my pregnancy. Like there's so many things I wanted to do, so many, like I wanted to take so many pictures so that I can have these memories. I wanted to like go out, have fun, do all these things, but I physically was not able to. And I feel kind of like robbed, you know what I mean? Like I don't know, I just feel like, why? But I went for, this is the first time I've gone out in my whole entire pregnancy, guys, imagine. But I went for Swissisa's birthday party, which was, it was in the beginning of April. It was on a Saturday, I remember that. And it was so nice. Like we went to Park 27, and it was my first time being out, and I couldn't be out for long because obviously I was basically like 2 weeks post-op, so I couldn't be out for long. But it was so nice because me and Susie were just there kicking, and all her other friends were there, and it was nice to meet them, and I had so much fun. Like it just made me feel normal again, you know what I mean? It made me feel like, okay, I'm getting back to myself. But anyways, guys, I'm doing amazing. I'm doing incredible. But enough about that. I wanted to talk about my second trimester and the symptoms I had. My second trimester, when it first started, the symptom I would say I experienced the most, that I don't think I experienced in my first trimester, was I had a lot of round ligament pain. And round ligament pain is kind of like pain around your belly, from your growing uterus, you know what I mean? And it was quite uncomfortable. Like it kind of felt like, you know, when you go to the gym and you stretch some few muscles and then you get some pain from that. That's how it kind of felt. It was annoying. It was annoying in the beginning, and it feels kind of petty now complaining about my round ligament pain, considering what happened after that, because the round ligament pain was a walk in the park compared to what later happened in my pregnancy. Oh, and guys, I wanted to say, guys, I have so much to say in this video, but yeah, I wanted to say, guys, I got my stitches removed. I will show you guys at the end of the video, but I got my stitches removed, so we no longer have them there. We just have this big black 20 centimeter scar. And yes, they did measure it. No more stitches, but ish, the scar, guys. I don't even know what to do about it. Specific was like I should get bio oil. It's just it's crazy. And guys, my stomach for some reason has been growing so much hair since the surgery. Like, guys, around my incision area, I have such long hair there. And I guess it's a sign that my skin is alive, but why is there hair on my stomach? And the thing is, I can't even shave it because obviously I just had surgery a few weeks ago. I don't want to, like, irritate the skin there. I just want to leave it alone and let God do his work. You know what I mean? Guys, do you guys remember when I told you I had an injection for tetanus and it was the most painful thing? It was so painful. I told you guys in the video about my first trimester, and I was like, oh my God, I am so glad it's over. I never have to do it again. Guys, come to find out, I have to get 5 different tetanus shots. Five. I got one in my first trimester, I got another one in my second trimester, and I still have 3 more to go. And I'm like, why don't they tell you this before you fall pregnant? And guys, that injection is so painful. Like, is it just a personal thing, or what? Or like, does the injection just hate me? But guys, the tetanus injection is so painful that, like, you can't even, you know what I mean? You can't even move your arm or something. And they say you need to get it because it, like, prevents your baby or stops your baby from getting whooping cough or something. And I'm like, yeah, yeah, yeah. Guys, it's so painful. And the funny thing, like, oh my God, and I thought it was just me. Like, I thought I was the only one who had that experience. But then I'm like talking to my sister-in-law. She's like, hey, after I got that injection, my arm was useless for the whole day. I'm like, me too. I couldn't do anything. I just spent the whole day crying and complaining. The first one was worse. The first one was the worst because my arm even, like, kind of swelled up. But the second one, I don't know, maybe my body had kind of, like, adjusted a bit to it. So that one was a bit better. And also, the first time I got the injection on my right arm, and I'm right-handed. Ne? And then the second time, I specifically told them, guys, inject the left because I don't need my left hand as much as I need my right. So maybe that's what contributed to the pain being less. So guys, I also wanted to talk about the doctor's visits, like the difference I've noticed in doctor's visits in the first trimester versus the second trimester. So in the first trimester, every single time I would go for a doctor's visit, it would just be like they would weigh me, they would check my blood pressure, and they'll kind of like touch my stomach a bit, and it wasn't really like a long process. But like now, because I have to go to the hospital every single month in the second trimester. Yeah, right now they just like check my blood pressure. They actually like measure your stomach to see how big the baby is. Because apparently, like, if you're 20 weeks pregnant, your stomach is supposed to measure like 20 centimeters, and 40 weeks pregnant, 40 centimeters, and so on and so forth. I mean, that is like for a typical 1 kid pregnancy. That's the standard. Before I had the surgery, obviously I did not know what was going on. But before I had the surgery, guys, they would always tell me my stomach is measuring too big. I would be like 17 weeks pregnant and I'm measuring like 23 centimeters, or I would be like 16 weeks and I'm measuring like 22, and it was just kind of like weird. And they always, like, the midwife would keep telling me, your baby's a bit big, maybe try to like avoid eating too much high oily foods, and like eat like properly, hella just what. And guys, I later found out that my baby was not big. It was the ovary, like, increasing the size of my stomach. Because after I had the surgery and then I went for that same doctor's visit, I think I was 24 weeks and my stomach was actually measuring 22 weeks. But they did a scan of the baby and he was the correct size. So I was like, he was the correct size because when they do like an ultrasound, they can tell you how big the baby is. So at the time, he was the weight he's supposed to be at the number of weeks he was, but my stomach was measuring lighter. So then I asked, like, oh, why is my stomach measuring lighter, if, or why is it measuring lower if the baby's the correct size? And then they were like, oh, some people just carry small, especially like if you're a bit short and petite and like stuff like that. So that's what they were saying. And I'm like, so my baby was not big all that time. I knew it. Like, there was an appointment, one of the appointments I went to in the second trimester, where they told me that I'm measuring the size of twins. for the number of weeks I was. And I'm like, is my baby really that big? Damn, like, is he really that big? Am I gonna push out some huge ass baby out of there? And I'm like, no, I was just confused. And guys, turns out it was not my baby. My baby is fine. He's the correct weight for his gestational age. So yeah, I was happy to find out that. And also, guys, something I really, really love about the second trimester is it was in this trimester. I think I was about 19 weeks when I first felt the baby kick. 19 weeks and 4 days to be precise. But yeah, this is the first trimester where I felt the baby kick, and his kicks are getting stronger and, more, well, not really more frequent. They're more like noticeable. Like sometimes this baby be kicking and I'm just hearing go. I'm like, why are you fighting, bro? But it's so nice. It just gives you the assurance and the security to know that he's okay and he's healthy in there and he's growing and he's playing. It's just really, really nice. And it kind of hurts sometimes, like when he kicks, like where my stitches are. That's uncomfortable, but it's definitely not as painful as the ovary. So there's not really much I can do about that. Oh, he's kicking right now. I put my hand on him and you see what I mean? Stuff like this makes me so happy. And his dad likes to put his hands on my belly, and whenever the baby kicks, he'll just, be like, I feel it. And I'm like, oh, we don't have a name for him yet, but I know it's gonna come to us. And he's just like a joy in my life, and stuff like that just really makes me happy. Another thing that like really, really shocked me was how quickly the baby grows in your second trimester. Because from my first trimester to my second, you could not even tell I was pregnant. Right now, yee, there's no hiding it. It's like my belly is just really, really big. And the funny thing is, when I had the surgery just 3 or 4 weeks ago, my baby was measuring 640 grams. He was tiny, he was a little baby. And it's been 3 weeks since the surgery, and my baby is measuring 1.2 kg. Like, where are you growing to, bro? Slow down, slow down. You know what I mean? No, I'm happy that he's great, don't get me wrong. But it's like the sudden increase in weight gain, like, or the speed that they grow is like very, very shocking in the second trimester. And the funny thing is, I have 3 months left of pregnancy, and he's meant to grow to like 3 kg or like 3.5 kg. And I'm like, Patong, that means that every month he'll be gaining like a kg or something, or like maybe like 800 or 700 grams every month. I'm like, it's really shocking, because in the first trimester he was like maybe every week he'll gain like 80 grams or like something. Because like I have this app called Flow, where like I can track stuff like that, the baby's weight and all that kind of stuff. Just the size difference between then and the speed of growth is so shocking compared to the speed of growth now. And guys, the sun is playing games with me. The lighting was so nice. Like, I don't know what these clouds are doing, but anyways, we're in this now. And guys, after I had the surgery, guys, the heartburn, my god, I don't know if it was all the antibiotics or something, but the heartburn. And the funny thing is, I thought that, it's gonna stop, like maybe once I stop taking the medication or something. Guys, it lasted. I'm still having heartburn. Like, I haven't had it in the past few days, thank God. But like 2 weeks after the surgery, I'm still struggling with the same heartburn. Like, my mom had taken me and Aziz out to Nando's, and I ate and I had to take a break, and I'm just like waiting for that heartburn to go down. And guys, heartburn is so frustrating, Sham, and it just spoils your appetite. You don't even want to eat. It's just, guys, it just wasn't it. And I think they say something about heartburn being related to the gender of your child. They be saying a lot of stuff about the gender. Hey, some people say that like if you're having heartburn, it means your baby's gonna have a lot of hair. Listen, my baby's gonna have a lot of hair because my baby's gonna have a lot of hair. He's gonna have a lot of hair. I honestly believe he's gonna be born with a full head of hair. And if he's not, I would be very surprised, because I am very hairy. Like, guys, I was just complaining about the hair on my stomach, and my husband has like, ish, we are hairy people in this house, very, very hairy. Like, I was hairy before pregnancy, but pregnancy has just, yo, like my knuckles, my toes, it's just everything is hair, you know what I mean? And I've been trying to shave to manage it, but it's not managing, it's just managing me. Like, like my dreams have been very, very weird, like more weird than usual, and they're usually very vivid. And like, there was a time I had this dream that was like a movie. It was like I'm saving people from this and that, and it's like I don't usually dream about stuff like that. And then I'll wake up from the dreams and I'm like, what? You know what I mean? Like, what does this mean? And then I had a dream yesterday. It was like I watch a lot of RuPaul's Drag Race, which is a show about just, gay people and queer life and all that stuff. And it's like one of my favorite shows. So I don't know, maybe because I fell asleep watching one of those shows, it kind of like made its way into my dream. But I had a dream that my husband was like secretly gay. And he kind of came out the closet eventually. Then he's like, babe, I can't be with you anymore. I need to find me a man. Like to the point where when I woke up, I texted him, I'm like, why are you gay?
We bring in the studio this morning one of the gay rights activists, Mr. Should I call you Mr? Pepe Julian Onzima. Thank you for coming in.
Thank you for
Good
having
morning.
me. Morning to you.
Why are you gay?
Who says I'm gay?
You are gay.
You know? So I've just been having all these dreams and I don't even know like what's causing them. They say it's pregnancy dreams, eh? And I'm like, why? You know what I mean? But the nice thing I like about pregnancy is that my sleep is so good. Like once I'm asleep. I will sleep the full 8 hours and wake up the next day, unless I need to pee at night. Frequent urination and pregnancy are like this. So that one is it's not even a symptom anymore, it's just life. You know what I mean? And as the baby gets heavier, it's like he's stepping on my bladder now. It's a lot. But the thing that I don't like about frequent urination is when I was out with Sibusiso, like for her birthday that day, and there was like a thing. It's like I'm going to pee every 5 minutes. Food is almost here. I need to pee. We're about to maybe order drinks or whatever. I'm going to the bathroom. Like it was just it was a lot of I'm going to the bathroom. You know what I mean? And it was just like ish. Ish. Even like whenever me and Aziz will go out, I'm like, is there a bathroom where we're going? Even when I did my hair, guys, because I went out to do my hair and like my hairdresser, before we started doing my hair, like as soon as I arrived, I'm like, I need to pee. Then she let me into like the bathroom because you need a fingerprint. So she lets me into the bathroom. And then before she starts doing the hair, I'm like, I need to pee. And then after she's done with the hair, then she's like, you need to pee. I'm like, yes. But she understood because, she has kids. So she got it. But it's just kind of annoying. It's just such an inconvenience. And I can't wait for that specific symptom to just kind of suffice. And I can have control of my bladder again because this is not it. This is not it. We can't be peeing on buckets at 3 in the morning. It's not making sense. You know what I mean? Last crazy symptom I wanted to talk about that I've been having, guys. I've been having tooth sensitivity. And I know that sounds crazy. It's like, what? You know what I mean? But like my gums have been like hurting. When I ask, Google, and Flo has also told me that I could have this symptom, but it's kind of like a result of like the increased blood in your body because your blood is like more inside your body because you're also building a new person. So it's like that could also make your gums more susceptible to like bleeding and like being painful and sore and stuff like that. So I've been having tooth sensitivity, especially my front teeth. And I've been telling Aziz, my teeth, I work so hard to keep my teeth the way they are, guys. I can't lose my teeth, Sam. I cannot. So I've been like brushing them, trying to take care of them the best way I can. And also they said that if you wanna improve the tooth sensitivity thing, eat more calcium. So I'm trying to do that. I just can't take any chances. I'm not walking around, like with no front teeth. But yeah, it's uncomfortable, but it's not all the time, and it's not like a toothache. When like you have a cavity and a tooth that needs to be removed, it's not like that. It's kind of like a come and go thing, so it's bearable. And also I feel like my pain tolerance has kind of increased since that whole surgery thing, so that could also be a contributing factor. But yeah, it's not that bad. It's just sometimes it just starts aching or it's uncomfortable, and I'll just be like putting my tongue there and I'm like, you know what I mean? It's just these have been the symptoms I've been dealing with. Honestly, guys, I am so happy since my surgery, and I'm so grateful to the doctors that attended to me. I wish I knew their names. I know their faces. Like, I will never forget my surgeon. I could see her like anywhere and I would know that was my surgeon. Yeah, I'm still just so grateful like for everything they did for me. Stuff like that is what warms the heart. You know what I mean? Guys, I saw somewhere that President Duma Boko wants to give medical aid to everyone in the country, like regardless of whether you have a job or not. But my question is, how is that going to reduce the problem? Because the problem in most public hospitals is kind of like overcrowding. You know what I mean? How is giving everybody medical aid going to reduce the overcrowding problem? Because people are still going to overcrowd at private hospitals. You know what I mean? I don't get how it fixes the problem of like issues in Botswana. It's kind of like if you give everyone in the country 10,000 pula, that 10,000 pula becomes worthless because of inflation. but I don't know, maybe there's something I'm missing regarding that. If you guys know more about that, let's talk about it in the comments. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please give it a big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, help me share this video even on your Facebook, your WhatsApp status. I would really appreciate it. I really do appreciate every single person who follows and is subscribed to my channel. I honestly try to make my content as unique and as myself as possible, so I appreciate having an audience who sees me for me, and it's not about, you know, like looks or aesthetics or like stuff like that. Like, you're just being yourself and people actually respond to that. Like, I feel like that's the most beautiful thing. And yeah, just I really appreciate YouTube, and I really appreciate my YouTube family. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye. So guys, before I go, I wanted to show you guys what my outfit looks like. And guys, no judging, no judging, but like this top I'm wearing is a corseted top, so I was only able to button 2 buttons there, and the rest of the top is just open. Let me just show you guys. Yeah, and also I wanted to give you guys a bit of a bump update. This is what the bump is looking like at how many months pregnant am I? I'm 28 weeks, so I should be almost 7 months or about 7 months. I don't even know anymore. Like, I just know I'm in my 3rd trimester. So yeah, this is where we are. This is the baby. They removed my stitches, but they left me with this scar, guys. And honestly, I prefer the stitches more than the scar. This scar is just, it needs to go. You know what I mean? It's just, I liked the stitches though. The stitches looked cool. I don't know why they removed them, Chum. But either way, I will see you guys next week. Bye.